Are we live or not?
Not yet.
We don't know yet.
We don't know. We might be live.
Well, okay, we'll wait. Please hold.
I'm on his wire. We might have to go through mine.
Find out. He's doing well. He's got it all.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
You're going to go sunglasses on?
I am. Yeah, it's a bit bright. My head's still hurting a bit.
It is bright.
It is bright. We're in bright. It is bright.
You probably shouldn't swear just in case we're live.
Do you? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're live, are we?
We are live.
All right. Okay. What do we do now, Brendan? Get off your phone.
Oh, are we actually on air? This is very good.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome down to episode number 96 of the Down South Photo Show, coming to you live from the Bright Festival of Photography. It's going on right behind us. How awesome is that? With me, Brendan Waits, not in Ocean Grove, clearly,
No.
and the guy that's normally on the other screen or in your other ear. It's Cam Blake from Hobart, Tasmania. Welcome to BFOP.
Welcome. Hello. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another absolute cracking day up here. All this rain is gone.
Early apologies for the sunglasses because it is quite glary.
Yeah.
We have got the most beautiful high country Victorian day.
It is
you could
stunning.
hope for.
Yeah, it is really good.
And
And we've got 500 people here at BFOP. We've got people walking around the background, so we don't know what's going to happen on this live broadcast. It could go tits up, or it could
we
not
actually
be
don't
okay.
even know if this is going out to people.
We
but
don't.
apparently
it is.
So,
Apparently it's going out.
We've been given the thumbs up that it is. So
Yes.
Thanks to Craig, our tech, who's really helping us out.
He's
a
all
lot.
good.
Thank you.
We're 100% live.
He just said we're 100%.
That's all right, because for a second there I thought we were 98% live.
That's right.
100%. Anyway,
Right. Yeah.
welcome to BFOP, Brendan.
Thank you.
This is your first one.
I
isn't it?
am a BFOP virgin. This is my first time
Yeah,
here.
you've popped your BFOP bubble.
I must say, and I didn't know what to expect. I'd heard a lot, and I wasn't you don't know until you go.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's what I keep telling people. Until you've been, you don't know what this festival's all about. So
yeah,
we've got 500 people here. The weather's turned it on. What are we? We're 3:30 on day one.
Yep.
So it's been going for a good couple of hours. We've got all these workshops going. There's people walking in. They've got food vans. The alcohol may have not started.
When I mentioned to a couple of people that were actually going live from BFOP, they were like, "Oh, but I'm going to be at a workshop." Well, never mind. You will still see this later on. You can watch it tonight in your hotel room or your beach shack or your back of your van, wherever you're staying in Bright.
Yeah. Or we could just live stream it on the big screen in the foyer later on.
We probably
when we
will
get a bit bored. That's what we should have done when Tom Putt was doing his talk or something. We should have just crashed it with the live stream of our podcast going on there. So
when just maybe 2 hours ago, the show was opened and there was everyone in the hall and watching the presenters on stage. And one of the presenters, Nick, had the
Nick Fletcher.
Nick, thank you, Nick. He rocked the Down South Photo Show hoodie.
He was there, prominent.
Yeah, and I've been here busily handing out these. So, if you've got one of these, put it on your car.
Aren't we running a competition on this?
We will.
Right,
That'll happen later. So,
right.
it's awesome. Love it.
It's good. So, firstly, we need to thank everyone for tuning in as well. As always, making us again the number one photography podcast in Australia.
That's right.
As much as it hates the number two Australian podcast.
We actually charted incredibly well this week.
We charted really well, and we don't know what we're doing. We don't know how it works. We have no magic to it all. But it's great to be here. And so you're doing some workshops.
I am.
You're here as a participant.
Absolutely. I have a band that says that I can participate in workshops. He's got a red one because he actually is
special, apparently.
Running some workshops. I'm doing a sports photography workshop this afternoon at the mountain bike park here in Bright. So I'm really excited about that because I don't mind a bit of cycling as well.
You went for a ride today, didn't you?
I did. I rode up to...
Idiot. I don't know why. How many beers did you have last night?
Look, that doesn't matter. I had a couple.
And then you rode 25 kilometres today.
No, I rode 34.
34 kilometres today just because you're an idiot.
Yes. So rode up to Euroban Falls, which is Mount Buffalo. So... it was great. It was really so nice out there this morning. I had a lot of mist rising from the valleys and things. Actually took me back to the overland track a little bit.
Well, that was the last time you and I were sitting this close doing a podcast.
It was too. That's right.
We were certainly in a different place, equally as beautiful as this one.
Yeah. So
you're doing mountain biking?
Sorry, yes, I'm doing the mountain bike photography one, and then very, very thrilled to say that I'm doing a workshop with Mr. Glyn Lavender.
Yes, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Number one fan, apparently.
Been on the show.
Forgets the name of the show.
He does.
But he's been on it. So he's doing, what's this one called? Is that the shit photos and shit locations?
No, stumbling around in the dark taking portraits, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'll be doing with him.
Yep.
With what, a dozen other
Yeah,
participants?
usually, I think most of them have about 20 in there. So you have
20. Okay.
about a group of 20, anywhere from like 15 to 20.
That's quite a number. That's a lot of bumper stickers I can hand out.
That is a lot of bumper stickers.
Mm-hmm.
And then tonight we've got we got a trivia night going on here and a few other things.
Yep.
And then tomorrow, have you got more workshops tomorrow?
I'm doing a workshop tomorrow morning with, is it Cameron? Oh, I don't know. I get his name wrong all the time. I don't know.
No, you're doing one with me.
With you.
Oh, right. Jesus. Okay. Is that the Sunrise one?
Yes. So we're doing Sunrise up Buffalo. So
there, look at us. Look at us going.
Yeah, apparently we're as live as.
Hey, someone just said we're the best podcast in the world. Look at Dennis. He's sitting behind. He was standing behind us trying to get a plug, but he's walked off now.
No, see, notice how there's nothing going on here now. Everyone's vacated.
Yeah.
They've seen. No, I'm not getting my head on this thing. So
hey, Tom, do you want to come on Australia's best podcast? I didn't think so.
Yeah.
How you going? No, actually, we can't have you on because your T-shirt's offensive.
It is. Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, you're doing one with me tomorrow morning.
Yes.
And then
now I'm only here for a short time this time around, but
yes,
I'll make amends for that at BFOP 2024
next year. Yeah.
That's right. But
yeah, right.
So far, as I say, thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been great. Can you give viewers and listeners who don't know about BFOP just a quick little rundown on the history of BFOP? Like,
maybe.
How this happened?
I can give you
who and why and what.
I can give him my history. So my history is I started back in 2019. I think it was my first BFOP.
Okay.
But I think there was two before that. 2017, I think was the first one.
Okay.
And then 2018, 2019. Then we had the what do you call it? The COVID virus, and that's that little thing. That little thing that didn't shut us down, but it made us online for a couple of years.
Yes.
So I believe this would be possibly the 6th year it's been running.
Yep.
And it builds every year. No, last year we had about 400 people. The year before that was about 300 odd.
Yep.
So each year it seems to get bigger and better.
500 tickets sold this year. Is that
I believe that's pretty close to the mark.
And
yeah. Capped. Yeah. Okay. So Matt Crummins and Nick Fletcher put it on, and then we've got beautiful Craig over the back here doing all our AV and Wes, who they're almost like the fourth and fifth Beatle a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe. And they help out and do a great job. So, and then there's presenters. There's probably I think about 20 odd presenters this year.
Amazing. Yeah.
Quite a lot.
And it really is. You had all the presenters lined up in front of the stage a couple of hours ago, and you just look along, and it is a who's who of Australian photography. So
there's a lot of good photographers.
There's a lot of good photographers,
and there's a lot of good photographers who attend as well. Like just because you're not a presenter doesn't mean you're not a good photographer. Yeah. So, but it's all about the vibe. BFOP. You check your ego at the door.
Absolutely.
Which is why Tom probably won't come on the show because his ego won't fit in this little screen.
That's right. He's been on the show before. He doesn't have to come on it again.
He did come on, didn't he?
He did. He certainly did.
Why did we let him on the show?
I have no idea.
Anyway, so yeah, it's a really good vibe. It's all about having fun. It's all about the magic of photography. You know, you've got everything from landscape photography, like you said, you're doing some street photography, sports photography. There's a unicorn in a forest photography. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on. If you haven't been to BFOP before, you definitely need to get in line and get online.
Yeah.
BFOPaustralia.com.au is where it's at. But get on there really quick because last year they put the tickets out on sale almost the day or two after the last BFOP finished, and it sold out pretty quick. So if you're keen, if you haven't made it or you don't know what it's all about, jump on at BFOPaustralia.com.au.
Yeah, and I think as well, it's not just coming to BFOP and learning, and it's coming to Bright. I mean, what a magic location!
Bright's awesome
to run this.
It is, yeah.
And I love the fact that it's not in autumn because that's when everyone's here and they do all the things. And it brings people into the area, to the local economy as well. It'd be a huge boost to the local economy.
Well, that's 500 extra people, and you're right. Like you could run this in autumn, and you'd have all that amazing colour, but you'd also have a lot more crowds and stuff like that. So
well, I'm here to tell you. Like I'm looking now. There's a babbling brook right behind us here. You can hear the currawongs. The currawongs chirp. I don't know if they chirp or whether they
sing, I think.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, you can hear them warbling in the background. It's absolutely fantastic.
Now we're getting some crowd. We've got some people taking photos of us. Dennis Smith's trying to get his head on TV again. Hey, Dennis, come on in.
Hi, gentlemen. How are you?
You enjoying BFOP so far?
Well, BFOP is at a higher level than normally due to the attendance of you two and your lovely podcast. But yeah, I think this potentially is the greatest BFOP ever, not just because of the new numbers, but the weather is spectacular.
How good is the weather?
It's insanely good.
Considering they had like 8 inches of rain across the Ovens Valley only 2 days ago.
We should probably cap that weather talk though, because things can go tits up real quick here.
But
don't worry, us.
If we had been doing BFOP 2 days ago, it would have been a complete cluster for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what's your website?
My website is Dennis with one N, smith.com.au. That's dennissmith.com.au. If you Google the ball of light.
Yes. And that will give you something photography-wise. It's not a ball or something else, is it? It's just a ball of light.
And that'll cost you 2 beers later on. Thanks, Dennis.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
See you, everyone.
Have a good time. So yeah, it's an amazing festival. Yeah, if you haven't been before, it's really hard. Like until you've been, and you know what? Like I get on a high after this. You go home for the next couple of weeks. Like have such cool fun. Yeah. And you know the people that are here, all these 500 people, are just going to just take up photography or do more.
I mean, as we speak, I'm seeing there's photographers over here. They've got the cameras out. They're doing macro photos. There's people here getting ready to head off on workshops, all through this little central hub here, which is so accessible because, like, I walked here from our accommodation. It's just there, so it works really well. And the hall is brilliant.
Well, last year they had a marquee out the side here and it flooded. So this year did
it flood because of this creek that's right here?
Yeah, pretty much. It's they figured that out that maybe not putting a marquee next to a river works. But yeah, it's amazing time, and really, I feel really privileged to be a part of it. And each year it keeps getting bigger and better.
And I'd also like to give it. And look, we kind of are plugging the hell out of BFOP because that's where we are.
This is a BFOP live cross.
Correct. It's a live stream. We should also give a shout out to the people that have literally bought their businesses here.
Yes.
OM System, Nikon, Camera House,
KL, Tamron, Fujifilm. What's that brand that a lot of people use that's not here?
I cannot tell you.
I cannot tell you either. No. For some reason, there's a camera brand, which we cannot tell you, that don't come to BFOP. I would have thought they were maybe a bit phony, but it's not them.
Well, they're not here either.
They're not here either. So for some reason, but you got some big brands here, but it's great fun. No, we don't really have any major topics for this. This is just a live process, it was just, or did you have some topics?
Oh, we actually have got a couple. We actually got a little bit of housekeeping because it's October, Cameron.
It is October.
And that means that we now have opened our entries for our October photographic competition.
Jeez, I'm glad you're on the ball.
Thank you. As I told you before, I took notes, remember?
I thought you were
doing. I wasn't just...
You're drinking a beer. You weren't taking notes. So this month is photo competition.
And the theme is trees.
Beautiful. We honestly, well, just looking, this is a beautiful tree here. I don't know.
Yeah, that you can't see.
You can't see. We can see this beautiful tree. It's shading us. But so it's, trees. So we want to see some really nice portraits of trees or just some beautiful forest scenes or whatever it is. But it's got to have some trees in it. It could be a singular tree on a mountain, or it could be a beautiful old growth forest or something like that.
Go your hardest, folks. Basically, all your photo has to do is have a tree in it.
Yep.
And it's worthy of an entry.
A bit like the colour one we did. We all had to do is have a colour.
Question without notice.
No, I don't believe it.
I got bailed up by someone earlier. Not bailed up. It was Anne. Lovely Anne said to me, she knows you.
Yes.
Everyone knows you. And Anne said, can I enter more than once?
Ooh.
Now, I don't know that we laid down those ground rules.
I think you can because people did.
I don't care. Enter as many. Really?
I thought you were going to turn around and say don't.
No, open slather.
Yeah, go for it.
I think so. Well,
actually, no.
Don't spam us.
Be careful what you ask there, because if we get 600 shots, you're going through them.
Sorry, let me correct that. We'll cap it at 10.
10.
That's
max.
A lot.
Yeah, 10 max. And make sure you enter it in the month of October. Don't try and put it in on the 1st of November.
You have until the 31st of October to enter this, folks. So that was that housekeeping. We have closed the People's Choice Award. People's Choice Award, is that what you call it? People's Choice thing on Facebook from last month, where you get to.
We'll do that next week.
Yeah, we'll finalise
we'll announce that next week.
We've got a little bit going on. Yeah. Mind you, next week we will be
on the Murray Mallee
in Swan Hill.
So we're going to have to take Craig with us.
Yeah, Craig's going to have to come.
We're going to have to get him to do the live streaming around the Murray Mallee next.
Yeah, next week might be off a couple of iPhones at Lake Tyrrell.
I reckon we can get this set up going again. I've got all this wireless stuff.
No, I've got these mics and stuff, so we should be right.
Like, to be honest, it's not that hard what we're doing. Or we just call Craig. He says, "Give him a call."
We just give him a call. Yeah. So we've got that coming up, which is going to be. I mean, what a big month for the Down South Photo Show.
It's a big month. It's been a big last couple of months, actually.
Oh, well, for you in particular. Like, you've been here, there, and everywhere.
Like I said, we're 3 hours in this festival. I'm ready for bed already. I haven't even done a workshop yet.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of beer donations.
Speaking of beer donations.
We need to give a shout out to Mel H. For
Mel H.
Where is he?
Was lurking around in the back.
Lurking before.
The #1 ticket holder for the Down South Photo Show. He's got a Down South Photo Show hoodie on.
Yeah.
What do you think of the ochre, by the way?
I'm more worried about the fit.
Yeah, well,
Not that I can talk.
Yeah, it's a medium, but I sort of spray painted it on, and we got in there. Yeah,
you might have, but yeah, no. So Mel's donated, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So it's being a great little start to this festival, and
I'm just going to quickly check the
Check?
notes. Well,
Check the notes.
I actually made notes.
Really?
So
Yeah.
yeah.
don't know.
Anyone know how to operate?
Is anyone actually watching, Craig? Or are they? Yeah, 4
Nice.
people.
Wow.
5.
Yeah,
That's
and,
him.
So tonight there's a fireworks display.
There is a fireworks display, which is getting me a little nervous.
And apparently it's a real firework.
That's what I mean.
Like Matt said, he didn't just go to Fishwick and get a box of fireworks and he's just going to run around with them.
Putting Matt and Nick in charge of any explosives, to me, has drama written all over it.
Absolutely written all over it.
But fireworks display. Then we've got the shenanigans tomorrow night.
Yeah, which I won't be part of.
You won't be part of. I've got a couple of sunrise shots and a couple of black and white workshops. But yeah, it's an amazing little venture here. I like it. So
No, it's absolutely awesome. So if you are considering coming to BFOP, like Cam said, you've got to get in quick because the tickets go up on sale.
Yes,
like probably next week for next year.
They go on pretty quick. So
I don't know if a date's been nailed down.
I'm sure that Matt and Nick have a sign up to the thing registry. So get on bfop.australia.com.au.
Yeah,
sign up, and you'll get first bite.
I think the overall vibe.
There's Nick there. There's Nick. Look at him. Nick. He's so busy.
No, Nick doesn't want to come on the there he is.
Hi, Nick.
There's Nick. He's
Hey,
actually working.
Just a question. At what time do the fireworks light up the rest of the forest? 8:30.
There you go.
8:30.
So if you're in Bright but not at BFOP,
yes, you can come and watch the fireworks go off.
Get a sneak. But what I was going to say was the overall feeling here is that it's a everyone wants to learn. Everyone just seems happy.
Yeah.
Like, is that
that's what I mean? That's what I mean. No, there's no egos here. You go to some places and you can sort of see people walk around with a bit of ooh la la. Everyone's smiling, having fun. They're just taking photos. It's not about the biggest camera or the biggest lens or which brand you're using. But it's all about just having fun and being in a beautiful spot. Doing that's what photography is.
And I must say, for me, pretty humbling because I was literally walking here a few hours ago down the main street. 3 different people stopped me.
Yeah.
Brendan Waits, I know you from the Down South Photo Show.
Yeah, you're a celebrity this time, mate.
And of course, the follow-up question immediately: where's Cameron?
Yeah, hungover, trying to get out of bed.
It was uncanny. Oh, Brendan, where's Cameron? It was like, no, we're not joined at the hip.
Well, we're not. No, we're generally in different states, but now we're actually at the same place. So
that's right, and for possibly 2 weeks running as well. So.
Yeah,
so it's awesome. So we're not going to babble on too much longer.
We'll wrap it up.
As I say, we just wanted to
3 people.
Wow.
3 minutes. That's 3 minutes left.
Wow, what do we do for 3? Do you want me to, he wants us to stretch. He's giving us the stretch. Right?
Stretch it out for 3 minutes, right?
That's easy. No worries.
What I did actually want to say to people as well from last week's episode that rated really well was that all the questions that came in. We're not done with them because we had like literally 20 or 30 different questions.
It
was pretty much our show for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
So thank you for guys. So again, on the live feed as well, put some comments there. If you've been to BFOP and you're not here this year, let us know.
Yes.
If you've got some questions, feel free. We'll answer them over the weekend.
If you would like a bumper sticker, I've got them in my pocket right now, and I've got like the last 40.
40. Come and get a bumper sticker. I'm going to do, as we do on the fly, I'm going to do some live YouTube, Instagram, what do we call this? YouTube,
this is YouTube.
Down South Photo Show stuff. I'm going to do that maybe tomorrow morning from my sunrise shots.
Yes.
So I can run it on my phone and just do something like that. I might run a couple of live streams.
Yeah, or even on our Facebook or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So people can, so people can get a bit of an idea. It's not just us here drinking beer under a nice tree. We're actually going to be out taking photos and doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
one thing I will say is this thing's been around my neck the whole time I've been here, and I've had about 10 people just grab it, and they're like, "Oh, is that a K1000?"
Well, we had someone else was just using the OM2 before.
The OM2 before, it's
so
great to see. So film is still alive and well. There's still plenty of people carrying this sort of stuff around.
Yeah.
And the number of people who just say, "Oh, that was my first camera."
But they're the rich people who can afford to develop the film.
Yeah, well, you do need to be quite wealthy these days to shoot film and develop film. Yeah. It's actually really freaking me out how quiet it is behind us now.
You know what's really freaking me out? We've got 1 minute to go, and Glenn's Lavender's walking over there. I reckon there's a chance we're going to be able to wrap it up before he comes and makes an absolute.
I think let's see.
No.
Let's see if he walks right behind the podcast. Here he comes. He's walking. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
The man himself.
All right.
Yeah.
On that note,
hey Glenn, what's our podcast called? There it is. Australia's oldest photography podcast.
Man running it. So anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you, Brendan, for being here. Cheers to A BFOP.
Cheers to
Cheers.
the Down South Photo Show and
Cheers to
BFOP.
Craig. Thank you for helping us.
Thanks, Craig, for helping us out. This has been episode 96. Goodness me, 96 of the Down South Photo Show.
Good year, 96.
We will see you for episode 97 from the Mallee, maybe?
No. Probably somewhere.
Who knows? But we're looking forward to that. Cheers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
See you next time. Bye.
This is where we swear.
And we wrap. That's